Welcome aboard the Naturals Hype Train. Let's take a ride with infielder Robbie Glendinning, thanks to the Mountain Ranch Apartments in Fayetteville.
Naturals fans, welcome onto the Hype Train. My name is Nicholas Batters. We're here with Naturals infielder Robbie Glendinning, and we're on the Hype Train. We're going to get to know Robbie and his story. So you're from Perth, Western Australia. How does a kid in WA start playing baseball?
I started playing baseball. My older brother played baseball coming up the ranks, so I kind of just followed in his footsteps and then came up the junior programs in Western Australia and, got over to America.
What is the baseball system or ladder like in Australia? Because it's very different from the United States.
Yeah, you play in your age group. Everything's in club baseball. We don't have any high school baseball or anything like that. And then from there, kids go to college or kids sign pro, kind of like an international free agent. Yep.
You've played all over the infield throughout your professional career. What position did you start playing, and how did you get to where you are now playing all four infield positions?
I started playing second base. I was always the small kid growing up, so I was put at second base, and then gradually I went to shortstop, and then as I've grown and kind of gotten older, played sort of the corners, third base and first base.
What team did you grow up following in terms of Major League Baseball? I know it's kind of tough when you're on the other side of the world.
Yeah, we had ESPN, so it was always Sunday night and Monday night baseball, so it was always the Yankees. I grew up following the Yankees, obviously everyone's a Derek Jeter fan, so that was cool, but yeah, probably those teams the most, just the Yankees, Mets, Cardinals, the kind of bigger teams back in those days.
In the world of Australian baseball, who did you look up to when you were a youth player and even to where you are now?
Growing up in Perth, we had an abundance of talent, kind of older than me. Alan D. San Miguel, who's with the Royals organization, he was part of those guys. I'd say Luke Hughes is who I really looked up to. He was an infielder and he was playing over here in Major League, so he was definitely a guy I looked up to.
Your journey to where you are now is kind of unique because you came over to the United States to attend college at a time when there weren't a lot of Australian baseball players doing that. So how did you make the decision to come overseas, and then how did you end up at Mizzou?
A person named Steve Fish was really big in my development. He had enough contacts over here and got myself into a college with my friend Troy Bullingham, and then my older brother played college baseball, so I kind of followed in his footsteps again. And there was some. Adam Korcher was a big one. So yeah, there was some. It was an option.
What was it like playing in the SEC at Mizzou? How cool was that?
It was really cool, especially coming from a junior college in Iowa. It was completely different. The SEC, the environment was completely different, so it was a great experience, and I think it helped me develop as a baseball player for sure.
And you were really one of the first Australians to be drafted by a major league organization when the Pirates picked you out of Mizzou. How cool is that? What was your reaction when you found out that you were going to the affiliated baseball?
Yeah, it was really cool, and my goal was to set an example for Australian kids, because a lot of Australians had come over and then kind of fizzled out, or kids didn't sign when they were 16 and stopped playing when they were 18 when they were good players. So I wanted to set an example of Australians coming over and continuing their careers.
And you really have done that, because now there are a lot of Australians playing at the collegiate level. How cool is that to see?
Yeah, it's really cool, and I try to keep in touch with as much of them as I can. Travis Bazzana is a big one right now. And it's cool to be recognized as that and for people to tell me that, because it makes it worth it.
And there are a few of you or I should say more than a few, there are several of you playing in the minor leagues right now. What's that support system like? I know there are a few of you in AA, even Aaron Whitefield recently back up with the Angels at the major league level.
Yeah, we have a group chat, me, Aaron Whitefield, and Curtis Mead. And after every night, if someone hits a homer or someone has a bad game, someone will put something in there. So it's good to have friends like that are going through the same thing.
And talk to me about the Australian baseball. Like, how unique of an opportunity is that, being able to go back to your home country and stay fresh during the off-season?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Getting at-bats in the off-season because of the weather. A lot of kids over here aren't able to get at-bats, so it's really good. It gets you a jump start on development as a baseball player, and you come into spring training really ready to play.
How have you found yourself developing over the professional career from signing out of college to where you are now several years into your pro career?
Yeah, I just feel like the game slows down a bit more. Obviously, having 2 years off, I've kind of had to restart it. But other than that, it's just with experience, you get better at things and things become more natural.
How was the transition to playing first base regularly? I mean, I know you mentioned second base, shortstop, third base. Now this season, you've been playing first base for the first time in your career.
Yeah, it's been good. We have a really good infield, so they take it easy on me over there. But I like it because you're involved in every play, you know. There's always something to do. Third base, you can kind of be tucked away in the corner if you don't get a ball. So first base, you're involved a lot more. I like it.
What were your impressions when you first came over to the United States playing baseball? How different was it from what you grew up? I mean, I guess it's pretty different from what you grew up with in Australia.
Yeah, it's just bigger and better. There's a lot more kids, a lot more competition. The stadiums are bigger, the grass is nicer. So, yeah, it's just bigger and better, and it's a learning curve, but you get used to it.
Right before you joined the Royals organization, you unfortunately had to undergo Tommy John surgery in early 2021. How difficult was that recovery, or I guess how rewarding was it to now get back on the field?
It was really difficult because I was really starting to make headway in my career, and then for it to be stalled with COVID and then Tommy John, yeah, it was difficult. But, you know, I got through it, and everything happens for a reason, so I'm really happy with where I'm at now, and yeah.
Unfortunately, the Pirates released you, but fortunately, you signed with the Royals pretty quickly. What was it about Kansas City as an organization that made you want to come here?
So my girlfriend and I, Aubrey, we live in Kansas City. I knew Austin Cox. We were friends through our girlfriends, and then I've always heard good things about Kansas City Royals, so both affiliates were close to Kansas City. It's huge to be able to go home on an off day, and yeah, I love it here. Everyone's been great so far, and I'm really enjoying it.
And what have you enjoyed the most about playing for the Naturals so far here at Arvest Ballpark in Springdale?
The field's great. The stadium's great. The fans are good. I like when the wind blows out. I like the weather starting to get nicer, and it's really nice. We stay over here in the apartments, and it's been a really nice town so far.
So we're almost around the ballpark. We've almost taken a full lap. Let's do some rapid fire questions. What's your favorite dessert to eat?
Favorite dessert? I like a hot apple crumble.
Hot apple crumble.
Objection!
What is your go-to show or movie to binge watch on Netflix?
Ozark.
Ozark. What is your, let's say, favorite fast food place to go to after a game?
After a game, not much is open after a game. So McDonald's after a game, but I would say my favorite fast food, Chick-fil-A.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite emoji?
The laughing face.
What is your favorite song or genre of music?
I just like kind of chill pop, nothing crazy.
What do you miss the most about Australia that doesn't exist or isn't here in the United States?
Sausage rolls and meat pies. Yeah.
What was your favorite TV show growing up as a kid in Australia?
Gee, favorite TV show growing up. A show called Underbelly. There's a Underbelly. It's like a crime docu-series in Australia, and yeah, that's a big one over there. I'd say Underbelly.
Now I'll ask, what is your favorite thing that the U.S. has that Australia doesn't?
Favorite thing that the U.S. has? I would say Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate. Yeah, we have a different type of chocolate over there.
Well, Robbie, really appreciate the time. We've taken a lap around the ballpark on the hype train, getting to know Naturals infielder Robbie Glendinning. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.